The road to becoming a starter has officially begun. If you sag off, your swag's off. That was a beautiful splash. It feels so good to be able to shoot threes now. It was worth it to grind for that VC to upgrade that 3-point rating. Look at this shot clock cheese pick and roll. I've got a lot to discuss in this video. Can you believe a big man getting a 41-inch vertical? You see the title of the video. I'm going to be talking about the VC glitch, because this has been happening to me in almost every game. I know you like those dance moves I put on D-Will. So after every My Career game, I've noticed that when it shows you that screen that tells you how much VC you earn for playing the game, you don't actually get that amount of VC. It seems like you never do. And that's a glitch. And look at this step back splash. Right now, my 3-point rating is an 81 or an 82, so I guess that's really all you need to make threes. I'm comfortably making threes now, so I like it. And look at him, he was trying to dribble. I steal it with the shot clock cheese. This is a good game right here. Both games in this video are good. But about this VC glitch, 2K is cheating us out of VC. Because in these two games that I'm showing, at the end of the game, when it tells me how much VC I have and how much VC I really have when I get back to in between games, you know, when you're in the airplane or when you're in the car driving to the arena and you can actually spend your VC, you're going to see that after every game, I'm going to have less VC than the amount of VC I was supposed to have earned in the game. And in between games, I always have leftover VC, so that doesn't even make sense. I'm really getting cheated on the VC. So this is something that's gonna have to be patched. This is a crazy sequence right here. Go get it. Come on, hustle. So at the end of this first game and even the second game, I'm gonna have the evidence showing off the VC glitch so you can see what I'm talking about. But that's messed up. Now, the next thing I noticed is that in 2K14 Next Gen, defense is terrible. Because the way that I was able to upgrade my 3-point rating from 69 to an 80 was by playing the game. I was playing my GM. So I'd play like 4 games or so, and every game that you win, you get 515 VC. And then in between games, I'd also play some blacktop, a 1v1, get a quick 150 VC. So I'd say like every hour, I'd be earning something like 1,300 VC, which is pretty good, right? Not bad. I mean, maybe there are faster methods, but that's what I've been doing. But anyway, when I was playing my GM, I noticed that the defense is absolutely ridiculous. It's terrible. You have no control over your team anymore. They completely took out the defensive settings where you could say, you know, I want you to double team this player when he's in the paint, or I want you to sag off of this player. Like, let's say you're playing against Rondo. You want to be able to go into your settings and say sag off Rondo, and then a shooter, you want to be able to say play tight. You know, you can't adjust any settings like that in 2K14 Next Gen. And that's really weird because in the current gen you could. In Next Gen, all of those settings were replaced by something called points of emphasis. And I don't really like the points of emphasis because they don't work. When I was playing my GM, everybody on my team kept leaving shooters wide open for 3. So I tried all the defensive settings to see if I could get them to not leave their man. And it's actually really funny. I'm probably going to post a video of me playing defense in my GM. You'll see that I have to control like 3 or 4 players at a time to get them to stop sagging into the paint. And it's really ridiculous. It's hilarious too. So that video is going to be coming out. And then I'm probably going to start a my GM series anyway, because I recorded the first like so many videos. And then, but as I was earning the VC for my career, I didn't record every single game though. But remember when I made that video talking about this animation still being in the game? I mean, look at this. How is this not a foul? He just put his shoulder into my face and it made me back all the way up. It totally messed up that possession, wasted time on the shot clock. In this game, we're getting cheated. So the VC, we're getting cheated with the VC, and then in the gameplay, we're getting cheated. So this is a crazy game right here. Up, step back three. Splash. That's one feature that's really nice in next gen. Your jumper is different every time you shoot. It's slightly different. So one time you'll shoot it straight. The next time you take a jump shot, you kick your leg out. The next time you might lean back a little bit. The next time you might twist to the right. It's really nice. I like that. But at the same time, the next gen version is very strange. Here's some more things that you can't do in the next gen version. You can't save any replays. There's no way to do it. You can't even save rosters. So you can't make your own roster. It's very weird. And then you can't even create a player. You used to be able to create players and then, put them in your roster, put them on different teams. Maybe you wanted to create somebody. You can't even do that. There's no creative player. And then when you create a player in my player or my career, you can't actually edit his dimension. So there's only 23 different players that you could possibly have. The only thing you can do is change their hair and their facial hair, but you can't change anything else like we could in the current gen. And then it turns out that my GM is actually a step back from the old association because you lost a lot of control. There's new features in my GM. You can change the prices of tickets and you can manage profit, and there's things that you can do that are new, but then you can only control one team. You can't edit the draft classes. There's like a long list of things that you can no longer do. And the CPU logic in that mode is terrible, like the trades. I actually already made a trade because they offered me something that I couldn't refuse, and it's crazy. Now take a look at this. It says I earned 870 VC. So here we are, we're back on the plane, and you can see by the social media, I just completed that game. You see they're talking about us losing to the Nets. So now I'm gonna go ahead and use my upgrades. Here it is, plus 470 game performance, dynamic goal plus 101, total VC is only 607. But yet in the game that I just played, I earned 870 VC. So I should have at least 870 VC because you have to add that to whatever I had left over. But as you can see, I only have 607 VC. So they're cheating you out of your VC in my player. And this has been happening almost every game. I remember in my first few games that I posted, people were saying that in the comments section. They were like, Smoove, you earned this much VC in the last game, but then when you went back into the menu to upgrade, you had less than the amount that you supposedly earned. So hopefully 2K fixes this glitch because I like the difficulty bonus that they're adding. Because I play on Hall of Fame, so it's nice that when I play on Hall of Fame, I'm going to get more VC for doing that, but I'm not actually getting that VC. So I'm definitely enjoying next gen 2K14. My career is actually really fun, especially once you start to upgrade your attributes. Like right now, I played 4 games today. There's 2 games in this video. So tomorrow, the next video that I'm going to release, there's going to be some cutscenes in there and there's some drama. It's actually going to be relating to this video. Check this out. I couldn't make free throws. I was missing free throws like crazy in this game, and I don't know what happened. Because I'm shooting them the same way I've been shooting them in all the videos, in all the games, and I was always making free throws. Yeah, I'd miss maybe 1 or 2 here and there, but I would never shoot this bad. That was a nice and one. And this time I'm gonna make this free throw, but I want you to look at my stats in the top right. You're gonna see my free throw percentage. It's gonna be like 35% or 33%, I think. It's 33%. And I think it's tied into the story. That's another thing that seems to be a problem with my career. It's nice that they have these cutscenes in the story, but everything is scripted. Because you'll see in the next video, you'll see that what's happening here with the free throws is gonna relate to the story. So maybe in this game, they make you miss free throws. I don't know. All I know is I had to upgrade my free throw and even change the release. Throwing the lob, look at the score. It's 71-32 in the first half. Are you serious? My teammates came to play. I guess they were really disappointed with that last loss because we played good, but at the end of the game, we made some silly mistakes. And you see, I've got to upgrade my layup and I've got to get finisher or something because I'm always missing layups like that. Layups that I should be able to make, so I've got to get the upgrades. But look, I'm stripping them. That was a nice steal. And I'm looking at Gerald Green. I'm throwing up the lob again. but for some reason a replay does not play again. Wow. So in next year's My Career, they're gonna have to do something, because you see how everybody couldn't play their first 2 games in My Career because you're supposed to wait until somebody on your team gets injured and then you play? There should be more options than that. That shouldn't be the only way that you get to play. Like, that's annoying. But check this out. You see how the first time I called the pick and roll, he just ran away from me? Then I had to call it again. The pick and roll game it's a nightmare in next gen. It's like you and the pick and roll are not on the same page. You're constantly fighting with it to get your pick and rolls to work, because you want to run a pick and roll and they go and stand in the wrong spot, or they're facing the wrong direction, or sometimes they come over to set the pick, then they just go back to wherever they were, then you have to call it, run it again. Then defensively, you're always getting bumped now. So I noticed that when I call a pick and roll, when I'm standing there waiting for them to come over to set the pick, I'm getting bumped. And then since I get bumped, I can't line up correctly when he actually does come to set the pick. Then there's no collision. It's like a constant battle. And here I'm just showing some of my turnovers. This was a bad game for me. And then look, my jersey's glitched, my shorts. You see, I got white shorts. It's ripped and glitched. You see that? I think I finished this game with like 7 turnovers, but most of the turnovers are silly ones, like the one I just showed. I think I'm going to show another one here at the end. Why not? But as I was playing this, I'm like, when is this glitch with my jersey shorts going to go away? I even paused the game because I thought maybe if I pause and unpause, the glitch will go away. But it didn't, so I said, you know what? Let me just get a rebound. I might as well get a highlight with the glitch. Bounce pass, slam dunk. Oh my gosh. And look at the score. Remember that big lead we had at halftime? It's almost like the CPU is not allowed to lose on Hall of Fame. They're like, we got to get back in this game. Look at the score. They have to get back in the game. Now they're doing that defense. So I just say, you know what, let me just pull up. That's what I've got to do, because sometimes you're supposed to be able to go around them. Like, see, he's doing the hands up defense too. So now I'm trying to protect the ball. Look, he's reaching in, hands up defense. I step back, I say, splash. In my next video that comes out tomorrow, I'm going to show the standings. I'm going to show my wins and losses. And of course, I'm going to show some more games. And I'm going to be playing some more games. And there's a few more cutscenes coming too. Some games you don't get a cutscene. Some games you don't even get a press conference. So if you don't see one in the video, it's because it's not there. And before this video, I actually did get a cutscene, but it was a cutscene that you've already seen. Remember a video ago or so where I was sitting down with the GM and he asked me, how do I feel about the team at this point in the season? And I said, I want some more minutes. I got that exact same cutscene again, so I figured, what's the point of showing that, right? I've already shown it. He didn't say anything different, so I'm not gonna duplicate. But there will be some cutscenes coming in the next video, so I have that there. We lose a game, we win a game. We've been losing a lot of games, but it's still early. It's very early in the season. We have plenty of time to bounce back. And take a look at my VC. It says I'm supposed to get 1096 after the press conference. Let's see what I get.
You were really showcasing your passing skills out there tonight, getting double-digit assists for the first time in your career. What was your game plan going in that led to your setting up your teammates so well?
You know, I feel like I can score at will, but it really takes a special kind of player to be able to get his teammates to score at will too. I was hitting guys right in the hands all night long, and it was so nice to see them converting. So nice.
Now that that's over, let's take a look at Twitter. You see they're talking about the last game against the Kings, and I'm supposed to have 1096 VC at least, because I had leftover VC from the previous game, because I upgraded and I had some left over. So if I don't have 1096, which I'm not, then you're going to see that they're cheating me with VC again. So here we go. You see the VC is loading up. Everything looks good, right? But then look at the amount of VC I have. 1059. When that last game I earned 1096. So there's definitely VC missing. I hope they patch this glitch.